I'm going to try to keep this one under 5 minutes. I'm tired. I want to make sure I get to bed and get up early, get back to working on stuff. I've been the last week. It was I think I've mentioned this happening before. This last week was mixed bag. First half of the week I kind of slacked off, and then the second half was good, and I got a lot of work done. But it really could have been a lot better if that first half was strong too. And unfortunately, that's not the case. But anyways, things are rolling along pretty well. I am trying to form some good habits that, even though there were some things that went rocky this week, I'm looking up at my whiteboard right now, and I have something that says make bed before checking phone, and some other things listed. And basically, the goal of that is so I don't sit in bed looking on things on my phone or checking YouTube or anything like that. I don't start listening to videos. It's just there's certain things you can do to start the morning to really get things off on a bad foot. And I do believe the way you start the day is really important, and it can, at very least, well, at worst, it can set the tone for the whole day, but at very least, it can make it really hard to do more work and do more productive work because even if you do get work done, it's like a struggle to do it if you've already screwed up your brain for the day and you're expecting it to just get instant rewards of watching videos and scrolling social media. So, anyways, I've kind of reached my goal with that. Well, let me specify. First, with September, I had a goal that was to make my bed first thing in the morning, and I did that. And the second half of September, it was to make my bed, but do that first thing when I wake up. Just you don't look at my phone or anything. I would a lot of times have the TV going while I was asleep, so when I wake up, I'd have that, and I might lay there and watch that for a little bit to sort of procrastinate getting up. But that's still better than doing the phone, and that might be what I work on next, because it's about time that I pick the next task I want to work on as far as habit building. I'm not sure what I want that to be. Maybe just that. Maybe that I don't look at my phone before bed. On a day like Monday, I've got to record this, but beyond that, it's like I don't look at my phone during that, or I don't check it at any point during the night. That might be a good one. I do like the idea of not watching TV before bed. There are a few cases where I would always make an exception for it for certain days, but uh, I kind of like the idea of laying there and maybe watching reading a book, or very least, maybe watch TV, but not the kind of maybe something that's not so watch something specifically with the intent of it being sort of good to fall asleep to and good for the brain. Um, that's something I've thought of, but that's a really hard thing to. It's like TV's sort of putting on just funny or cozy videos. A lot of times I'll put on Game Grumps or JonTron before bed, and it's very much like comfort food. But I do wonder sometimes how much all the access to comfort food, so to speak, just being able to go to YouTube videos on a whim, being able to listen to a song on a whim, look at an image on a whim, all that stuff sort of messes with my pleasure reward systems and makes it harder to do things like work out. I always have a hard time just getting in a good workout. Even if I, push the weights, I don't feel like I'm doing it as well as I would like to, and with all the effort I could be doing it with, and it's harder for me to do it consistently. Uh, Another thing that is difficult is just sometimes getting in the flow of work and making it good work consistently. And there's those days where it does feel really well, and I would it feels really good, and I would like that to be the case all the time. So I'm gonna think about what I want that next habit to be, and before this gets to 6 minutes, I'm just gonna wrap it up. Not too much to talk about with YouTube specifically this week, but I'm hoping I will have more next week.